Hello everyone. Welcome back to Jikook Magic. A simple photo of Jungkook at the gym, showing his broad and muscular back, suddenly shook the internet. From that single image alone, everyone could see the extraordinary result of Jungkook's hard work and dedication. But behind the admiration that should have been filled only with praise, a darker side emerged. A storm of hatred, directed not only at Jungkook but even more cruelly at Jimin. The question is, why does Jimin have to bear so much hate? And what exactly makes Jikook's relationship always the center of attention? Jimin never lied when he said that Jungkook had a big body. That simple remark now feels so real after a recent gym photo of Jungkook spread widely on social media. In the picture, Jungkook's back looks solid, muscular, and well-defined. A result clearly born of tireless hard work, discipline, and dedication. Anyone who sees it would agree. Jungkook is at the peak of his physical transformation. His body is not only strong but also radiates incredible confidence and energy. That photo should have been nothing more than a subject of admiration. A proof of how persistent Jungkook is in taking care of himself and staying committed to his personal journey. But the reality is far more complicated and darker. Behind all the praise, a shadow looms over the fandom. An intensifying storm of hatred. This hate is not only aimed at Jungkook but also much more heavily at Jimin. What makes the situation even more concerning is the very nature of this hatred. It's not just a difference of opinion among fans or a light argument on social media. What's happening now resembles organized bullying, as if a group of people has a single mission: to hurt Jimin, break his confidence, and ultimately separate him from Jungkook. In this whirlwind of hate, Jimin has become the easiest target. The attacks toward him are often much harsher than what other members receive. Insults flood Weverse, fake narratives are constantly produced, and efforts to manipulate public opinion are openly carried out. Ironically, many of these comments come from certain Taeyoung fans. The narrative being built is clear. They paint Jimin as the villain in the story they create. He's accused of being manipulative, an obstacle, even a thief of moments that should belong to someone else. In their fairy tale, Taeyoung and Jungkook are depicted as the victims, while Jimin is cast as the main source of problems. But reality tells a different story. Anyone who truly follows BTS's journey can clearly see. Jungkook shows affection, admiration, and deep closeness to Jimin. And all of it comes naturally, without force. In many moments, it's Jungkook who takes the initiative first. He's the one proudly mentioning Jimin's name, the one making plans with him, and the one always placing Jimin in the most special place in his life. One of the clearest examples is the Are You Sure? Project. Haters often claim that Jimin forces himself to be by Jungkook's side, as if he's clinging without being wanted. But the truth is obvious. Jungkook is the one who repeatedly requested that project. Jungkook even boldly said he wanted to continue it until he's 50 years old. That wasn't just a joke or empty talk. It was a sincere expression from someone who truly values being with Jimin. Even more so, Jungkook once said that the journey he took with Jimin was the best journey of his life. Such a simple sentence, yet its impact is huge. Those words prove how important Jimin is in Jungkook's life. And this is exactly what haters cannot stand. They cannot accept the reality that it's Jungkook who always seeks Jimin, not the other way around. Compared to Jungkook's relationships with other members, the difference is striking. In most pairings, it's usually the other person trying to get close to Jungkook, creating moments or initiating interactions. But with Jikook, the center is always Jungkook. Nothing is forced. All his interactions with Jimin are natural, full of pride, transparent, and without awkwardness. This is the biggest problem for haters. They want Jungkook to act this way with someone else, but it never happens. Jungkook has never spoken about another member with the same tenderness he uses when speaking about Jimin. He has never looked at anyone else with the same eyes full of love and pride. All of that is reserved only for Jimin and only Jimin. Because of this, the attacks don't stop at Jimin. Jungkook is insulted as well. He's labeled a coward, a bad boyfriend, even accused of being disrespectful to Taeyoung. Haters demand Jungkook to play a role in the fictional relationship they created. And when Jungkook refuses to submit to this false narrative, their frustration is redirected back at Jimin. In the end, all these attacks can be summed up in one word: envy. Envy of the special bond Jimin and Jungkook share. Envy of the way they understand each other without words. Envy of their laughter, their shared light, and the undeniable reality that their closeness is real, not a product of imagination. Some fans even go so far as to accuse Jimin of being jealous of Taeyoung. That accusation is not only absurd but also shameful. Jimin has no reason to be jealous. His solo career speaks for itself. Record-breaking albums, historic awards, and an extraordinary global influence. All of that was achieved not through fake theories but through talent, hard work, and dedication. Jimin has never competed with anyone. In fact, he doesn't need to prove anything. His relationship with Jungkook, whether people see it as deep friendship, brotherhood, or something more intimate, is already clear, genuine, and full of love. The situation grew worse when haters began involving outsiders to reinforce their narrative. One striking example is a woman who uploaded a video resembling Jimin. Immediately, some Taekook fans made her a star. They funded her life, bought her content, and spread the story that she was Jimin's ex-girlfriend. But the truth is clear. A romantic relationship between Jimin and that woman never existed. Even the company confirmed this. While there may have been professional interactions, there was never any romantic evidence. No photos holding hands, no intimate moments, because the story itself was pure fiction. Still, haters chose to reject the truth. Why? Because accepting it would destroy the false narrative they worked so hard to build. Worse, it would mean admitting that Jikook is far stronger than they imagined. Amid all the rumors and theories, Jimin and Jungkook continue to move forward in their own way. They keep creating real moments, gentle gazes, words filled with pride, small gestures loaded with meaning. All of that is stronger than thousands of speculations. Jungkook himself has repeatedly shown his desire to stay with Jimin. He called their journey the best experience of his life. He asked to continue working together for years to come. All of this didn't come from anyone's pressure, but from a sincere heart. This is what haters find hardest to accept. Jimin and Jungkook's relationship is not an illusion, but a reality. A bond born from trust, support, and love so strong that it shines even in the smallest moments. And there lies the deepest wound for those who hate. While they are busy looking for evidence, Jimin and Jungkook don't need to do anything but simply be themselves. Their authenticity is enough to prove everything. In the end, all the hatred boils down to one thing: jealousy of the genuine closeness between Jimin and Jungkook. They don't need fake theories or fabricated narratives. Their relationship is already crystal clear in every glance, smile, and small moment they share together. And that is their greatest strength: authenticity. So what do you think? Will all the hate directed at Jimin be enough to break Jikook's strong bond? Or will it only make them stronger? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more exciting discussions here on Jikook Magic.